Box 13, with the star of Paramount Pictures, Alan Ladd, as Dan Holliday.
Box 13, care of Star Times. I don't know how to ask you to do this for me because I don't know who you are or whether you want money to help me. I can pay a little, all I've got to help my boy. I can come to you or you can see me. I live at number 245 Sanders Avenue.
My name is Mrs. Karen. Please, if you will help, I'll do anything for you. It was written in pencil, neatly, carefully, as if she wanted every word to count. And it led to, well, a kid. A scared kid. And murder.
And now, back to Box 13 and Dan Holliday's newest adventure, Delinquents' Dilemma.
That's a great observation, Susie. What brings it on?
I was trying to figure out what she looks like.
And did you?
Well, I think I can virtualize her.
Visualize. Don't try the big ones until you can handle the small ones.
What do you mean, Mr. Holliday?
Well, you work on it a while, until I get back from Mrs. Kieran. Number 245 Sanders Avenue was right in the middle of a soot-blackened neighborhood on what is known as the other side of the tracks. I had no trouble finding the mailbox marked Kieran, or the flat with the number 4 painted in white on the door. I knocked. Mrs. Kieran let me in. She was about 45, worried-looking, and, well, she wasted no time.
Will you help me?
Maybe you'd better tell me how, before I answer that.
I haven't much money, and
Money doesn't matter, Mrs. Kieran. Just tell me what you want.
You don't take money?
No, that's right.
But I don't understand.
I'll explain later. First, let's hear what you've got to say.
All right. It's about my boy, Biff.
Biff? Nickname?
Yes. His real name is Reginald.
Oh.
Mr.
Holliday. Dan for short.
Thank you. Well, he's in jail. Biff is.
Why?
For stealing.
Mrs. Kieran, I'm not a detective. I never work against the law. I know that sounds, well, stuffy, but that's the way it is.
Biff didn't break the law.
But you said he was in jail.
I know he didn't do it.
Do what?
He was arrested 2 days ago. Somebody broke into a store and robbed a cash box.
But why was Biff arrested for it?
The owner of the store thought it was Biff. You see, Mr. Holliday, my boy, he got in bad company about a year ago. He was mixed up in something then.
Oh, I see. So it looks bad for him now.
But he didn't do it. When they arrested him, he said he didn't do it.
Oh, does he have a lawyer?
He doesn't need one.
Oh? Why not?
Because now he says he did it.
Let me get this straight, Mrs. Kieran. At first he denied it, now he admits it.
Yes.
Well, maybe Biff realizes that he, well...
I know you think he knows better than to deny it.
Something like that, yes.
Go to see him. Talk to him. Find out for yourself.
And if I decide he's guilty?
You won't have to come back here.
Hello, Biff.
Yeah? Who are you?
I'm a friend of your mother's.
Ma? She's all right, ain't she? She's okay?
Sure. I just came from her.
Oh. Who are you?
Your mother asked me to help. My name's Holliday. Dan Holliday.
Never heard of you.
I guess not. Sit down, Biff.
You a mouthpiece?
Lawyer's the word you're looking for.
I don't want none.
Well, I'm not.
Now, listen. Let me alone, will you?
Oh, now, take it easy, Biff.
Yeah, what's your racket, mister?
If it makes any difference, I'm a writer.
Writer? Books and stuff?
Uh-huh.
I don't get it. What do you want with me? Story of my life or something?
Maybe I'd like to write something good about it.
Blow out of here, will you?
Biff, I told you I just came from your mother. She asked me to help you.
Yeah, I guess she would.
You see, she doesn't think you broke into that store
I said I did.
after you said you didn't.
Hey, look, I get a better rap saying I did it. You're always easier on a guy when you don't put up a squawk. That's why I said I didn't. And then I did.
You know, I think you're lying, Biff.
All right, so you think I'm lying, so go ahead and think it. And get out of here. And stay away from Ma, you hear me? You just stay away
Oh,
from
now,
her.
just a minute, Biff.
I said get out of here and don't come back no more. Don't come back.
Well, I didn't know what to think. Biff was lying or he wasn't lying. That's a great thought. A big help. Then I called Kling and got him to find out a few more things for me, which I mightn't have been able to get without him.
Yeah, I got what you want, Dan. Biff Kieran.
Ah, that's the kid.
Year ago, picked up for stealing tires. First offense, probation. Got in a couple more scrapes. Nothing serious until this.
And if this is proved on him?
Proved. He admitted it. Nothing to prove, Dan.
He denied it at first.
Sure. His alibi was that he'd been to a movie.
Well, couldn't he prove it?
No.
Did he stick to it?
Yeah,
But all of a sudden, he admits breaking into that store.
that's it. You're, interested, huh?
Yeah, I am.
Aye.
His mother asked me to help.
Oh. Now look, Dan. The kid's got into trouble. Sure, his mother won't believe. Most mothers won't, but...
But this looks fishy.
Why?
Because if Biff admits this, he goes to prison.
That's the general idea.
But if he thought he had a chance to stay out, don't you think he'd try to fight?
Maybe he's looking for a light rap.
I don't believe that.
You got any ideas?
No,
And I can't help. My department's homicide.
Yeah, I know. Well, thanks for the information.
Don't mention it.
I'll see you later. I thought about it some more, and the more it went around in my head, the more it looked phony. Biff seemed scared and almost eager to take the rap for the breaking and entry job. Why? Why do that if he knew it would mean prison? I went to see the owner of the store, and, well, he wasn't sure it was Biff. But that didn't make any difference either, because the police had an admission of guilt. So I went home, let myself into my apartment.
You don't need the light, chum. Close that door. There's a draft. I catch cold easy.
If we're going to get better acquainted, we should see each other, don't you think?
I don't want to make any more friends.
Well, you haven't.
Okay. Sit down.
Thanks.
Now, look,
Cigarette?
don't light no match.
Ashamed of your face?
It'll get by. Just make sure that yours does.
Oh. Am I supposed to figure that one out?
You already did.
Yeah, I guess I did.
Uh-huh. Now, look, I want you...
How'd you get in here?
Ain't you ever gonna let me talk?
I'm just curious, that's all.
Okay, I got a pass key, a skeleton key.
Mm-hmm.
You're satisfied?
Oh, sure.
You mind if I talk now?
I'd be charmed. What do we talk about?
You?
That's a very interesting subject. I was born of poor but wealthy parents in a small, large town
Look,
back
I'll
of
come
the...
back in a couple of days and we'll kill each other.
Oh, fine. I'll have a cake baked. What do you want?
Nothing. I'm a very easy guy to please.
It's a virtue, and I take it you don't have many of those.
Oh, you're awful impolite, Holliday.
Oh, you know me.
Uh-huh. Lay off the Kieran kid.
So, that's the purpose of this charming visit.
The other two guesses you don't need.
I suppose not.
Okay. Just remember, lay off the Kieran kid.
And if I don't want to?
Answer me a question, will you?
Gladly.
Is a guy's books worth more when he's dead than when he's alive?
Certainly. Production stops, limited supply greater than the demand.
Okay. Just don't make your heirs rich people. And you could do that, Holliday. Real easy.
Mm-hmm. It's something to think about, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll stay right where you are. I'm going.
Oh, must you? It's been so romantic, conversation with a mysterious stranger in the dark.
I could have brought flowers, but you'll remember that a lot longer.
Okay, that did it. Now I knew Biff had a motive for admitting the robbery. But what the motive was, well, that was a different color on a different horse. I turned on the light. Huh? My pleasant partner in that little tete-a-tete had left a reminder. His ring had cut into my cheek and left a mark. For a couple of hours, I thought and thought. Finally, I figured out an angle. But I had to see Biff again to tie it up. So the next morning, I went back to see the kid. But just as I was rounding the corner of the corridor...
Okay, kid, now just keep a stiff upper lip, you see?
Biff had company. And the voice of that turtle was the same as the guy who'd played tag with me the night before. And he had a ring on his finger. A big ring. I ducked back out of sight, let him pass by. Then I went to Biff.
You again.
Uh-huh. I want to talk to you.
But I don't want to talk to you, mister.
Had company, didn't you?
Company? No, I didn't.
Come on now. Who was he, Biff?
Pal, a friend of mine. Now, get out of here and mind your own business.
I am. Your, pal gave me this.
Okay, so we hung one on you.
And I didn't like it.
So you should learn to mind your own business, I told you.
Listen, Biff. I was asked into this by your mother.
She don't know what she's doing. I mean, let her alone.
Biff, you're trying to be a tough guy, and it just doesn't hang right on you.
So I'll grow into it.
Sure. Sure, that's what I'm afraid of. That's what your mother's afraid of.
Shut up and beat it. And if you come around here again, I'll holler for the guard to back you out.
All right. All right, then I'll talk to your mother.
No, don't go near her. She's all right now, but...
But what?
Nothing. I'll beat it. Are you going, or do I call the guard to throw you out of here?
Okay, Biff. I'll go. Well, Biff was afraid for his mother. That much I could guess. And he was willing to go to prison rather than deny he'd robbed that store. But how could a thing like that tie in with a mug who'd come to see me? The robbery was cheap stuff. Not likely that a hoodlum like my visitor would be mixed up in it. Was Biff taking the rap for him? Well, that couldn't be. So I went back to Kling.
Still beating your brains out, huh?
Yeah, I have other people do it for me now.
Yeah, I could see that. Nasty cut.
Yeah. Let me look at your rogues gallery.
Think you know the guy who slugged you?
You might recognize him. I got a short look at him in the jail today.
Okay. Here. Look through these. See anybody you know?
Not yet. Uh-huh.
You got it?
Yeah. Who is this?
That? Yeah, let's see. Name Gilly Sistro. Strong arm hood.
Who's he working for?
Freelance artist. Anybody can hire him.
High-priced?
Not cheap.
That explains it.
It does? Okay, let me in on it, will you?
Look, whoever's behind this didn't want to use any of his own mugs. So you hired this Gilly to intimidate me.
I can pick him up for you.
Huh? Scare the rest of them off?
So, what's next?
Besides, Biff's afraid for his mother, Kling. That kid's protecting her. Why, I don't know. If you make a move to pick up Gilly, that'll make Biff's mother a sure setup.
That makes sense.
Listen, do me a favor, will you?
What?
Just have one of your boys tell Gilly. When he lights someplace, let me know.
Wait a minute. Now, you could get hurt.
I was.
What are you going to do?
Stick my nose in where it belongs. I don't like Gilly. And I don't like what he stands for.
And now back to Delinquents' Dilemma, another Box 13 adventure with Alan Ladd as Dan Holliday.
I waited, and finally it came. A call from Kling telling me where I could pick up Gilly. I did and followed him. Maybe I was being followed, too, but I had to take that chance. After all, there was nothing we could pin on Gilly, just entry and assault. But that wouldn't get to the thing that was putting Biff in a vice. Anyway, I followed Gilly, watched him go into an office building, found where he got off the elevator, waited until he left, and then...
Yes?
I'd like to see Mr. Mr.
Mr. Who?
Mr. in the inner office.
What's your name?
Cecil Holling.
Holling?
Yes.
Just a moment. You come in, please.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Your name's Holling?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it is.
All right, what can I do for you?
Need any brushes?
Huh?
Brushes. You see, I carry a full line.
Hey, what is this?
The brush off. My own little joke.
You crazy?
Well, Mr.
What's your angle, Holling?
Oh, do I need one?
Who sent you here?
Nobody. I found it all by myself.
Just stay right there. Eddie? Mac? Watch this character.
Hello, Eddie. Hello, Mac.
Now, talk, Mr. Holling.
Okay. This is a gag.
Is it?
Yeah, I guess I'm in the wrong office. I was supposed to pull a rib on somebody, and I guess I got in the wrong office. Well, sorry to bother you.
Just a minute.
Yeah?
Who sent you here?
Nobody. I told you, this is a gag. I guess it backfired.
You must have tried the gag too often. Somebody pasted you.
Oh, no.
Beat it.
Well, thanks a lot. Whew. I wondered if I'd talk myself out of that one. I didn't, because when I got downstairs to my car, I noticed a man following me. But I'd found out something. Gilly was working for the character in that office. And who was he? It took me 2 hours to shake the shadow, then I got back to Kling and told him.
You crazy fool. You dope.
But I found it, didn't I?
Sure, you found it.
Listen, they still don't know who I was.
How do you know that?
He wouldn't have let me out of that office, Kling.
You sure you ditched that shadow?
Yeah, I'm sure.
But if Gilly gets back, he'll find out, and he knows you.
Before that happens, what's the lineup?
The man you saw is Pete Voslin. Racketeer, gangster.
Has he got a record?
None that we could pin on him. He's smart, Dan. Little guys take the rap for him. He pays off when they get out.
And what's his angle in all this? How's he tied up with Biff Kieran? That kid certainly isn't a member of his gang.
No, at least I don't think so.
There's got to be an angle.
Wait a minute.
Huh? What have you got?
Listen, it was a big fur warehouse robbery.
Yeah.
It looked like one of Voslin's jobs. But there's nothing to tie him in. And there was a watchman killed.
When was that robbery and murder?
The night of the 16th,
What time?
about 11:30.
The 16th. That's the night of the store robbery. The one Biff's admitting to.
Yeah, sure. Suppose the kid was passing on his way home from that movie,
And saw the whole thing.
but he's afraid to talk.
Because they threatened his mother if he does.
The dirty heels. Listen, I'll send out a...
No, wait. Do that and you put Biff's mother on the spot. Get Biff here instead. I didn't dare go to Biff because, well, I might be followed. But Kling sent for him, and in Kling's office.
I don't know nothing. Let me go back.
Now, Biff, your testimony is the only thing that'll give us a break.
I robbed that store that night. Now let me go back.
Biff, listen to me.
I ain't gonna listen to nobody. What are you trying to do? I told you I robbed the place.
What if we tell you the police have arrested the real robber?
That won't work. I know you haven't because I would have been let out.
Biff, we'll protect your mother. And you.
There ain't nothing to protect.
Kling, come here with you. Let me talk to him. Alone, please.
Okay, Dan. Go ahead. I hope the day comes soon when kids will realize that the police aren't their enemies, but their friends.
Ain't gonna do any good, mister.
It's got to, Biff. Now listen. Don't say anything until I've finished, will you? Good. Now, you're protecting your mother, but you're also protecting something else.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. A gang of vicious men. You're protecting them from the law. You're protecting murders, Biff. You're giving them the chance to go out and do the same thing all over again. Don't you see that?
I ain't gonna say nothing. All I want to do is be let alone. I want to go back to the jail. Now, let me go.
Oh, please, Biff. You're about 16, and you've got a whole life ahead of you. But if you go to prison to protect crooks, what will you have? A record. Oh, sure, they'll say you didn't talk, you didn't squeal. They'll make a great guy out of you. But what'll it make of the men you're protecting? A bunch of arrogant, cocky parasites who got away with this?
You shut up. You shut up and leave me alone. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't.
Cling. Cling.
Yeah,
I'm finished.
okay. Sergeant, take the kid back. Well,
No.
oh, he's our only chance to put Voslin and his gang where they can grow a nice coat of mold.
Yeah, I know.
He's too scared.
He won't talk, Cling. He wouldn't talk if it killed him to keep quiet.
We've got the whole thing in our laps. We've got Voslin on a murder rap if that kid talks.
I know.
What's the matter?
Listen, I hate to say this, but we've got to double-cross Biff.
What have you got in mind, Dan?
Now, listen. Don't let anybody in to see him. Keep all the visitors away.
Why?
Because he's going to talk.
Are you crazy?
Listen, I've got friends at the Star-Times. They're going to break a story that'll smoke Voslin out in the open where you can smash him.
You mean print a story about the kid talking?
Yeah, that's it.
But his mother...
We won't break the story until I'm there with her.
Listen, you're crazy, fool. Those guys don't kid. Once they say they're going to do a thing, they'll do it. You let that story hit the street and they'll go through with it if it takes 10 years.
I know. But we know Biff won't talk, so keep visitors away from him. Voslin will try to get to his mother, don't you see? That's the only way he can really keep Biff from talking. Get his mother and hold her until the kid decides to keep quiet.
But...
No buts. We'll make the story look as though sensational developments are expected in the fur warehouse murder. Just enough to make Voslin think the kid might talk. I went to the Star-Times and fixed up the story by promising the editor that the whole thing would be his front-page scoop, and on the level. I waited until the proofs were run. The story was just what we wanted. Only a hint that developments were expected. Then I drove to the neighborhood where Biff and his mother lived. There were no police around. It had to look legitimate. Then I went up to Mrs. Kern.
My boy. Poor Biff.
You'll be all right. The story's on the street now, Mrs. Kern. And we should be getting company.
Oh, I'm scared. Not for me, but for Biff.
He'll be all right. But they can't get to him, and when this is all over, they won't be able to.
Well, what if something happens?
It won't. Now, turn out the light quick. Get into bed. Pretend to be asleep.
I can't.
Shh, be quiet. Lie there. Pretend to be asleep now.
You, wake up. Come on, wake up.
What do you want?
Never mind. Get up, get dressed. Come on.
Who are you?
I said never mind, get dressed.
My clothes are in the other room.
Get them.
Turn on the light.
You don't need light. Go ahead, get your clothes.
Yes.
And don't close the door between the rooms. And stay in the light from outside and step on it.
Still standing in the draft, Gilly?
Oh, oh.
Nice meeting you again in the dark. Try it again, Gilly. Oh, no.
Drop it, Gilly, drop it. All right, don't shoot.
You all right, Dan?
Sure, as long as I had his gun hand. He was a little handicapped. Turn on the light, will you, Cling?
Right. Hey, Sergeant. Let the kid come in.
Biff! Oh, Biff, baby.
Mom, are you all right? Are you?
Yes, baby, I'm all right.
Oh, Mom, no, please don't call me baby. Please.
I was so worried about
Oh, Mom, it's so good to see you.
Cling.
I know you don't.
Cling,
Huh? What? Yeah, what's up?
are you all right?
Me? Sure. Sure, but why?
You're You're smiling.
The grand jury returned a murder indictment against Pete Boslin and 10 others of his gang today. Evidence presented by the district attorney is sure to result in conviction of the notorious racketeer.
Well, that does it, Susie.
Gee, how did it feel to be alone in the dark with that awful man, Mr. Holliday?
I didn't have time to think about it, Susie. How would you have felt?
Well, Was he cute, Mr. Holliday?
Oh, good night, Susie.
Next week, same time, through the courtesy of Paramount Pictures, Alan Ladd stars as Dan Holliday in Box 13. Box 13 is directed by Richard Sandville, with an original story by Russell Hughes, and original music composed and conducted by Rudy Schrager. The part of Susie is played by Sylvia Picker, and that of Lieutenant Kling by Edmund MacDonald. Production is supervised by Vern Karstensen. This is a Mayfair production from Hollywood. Watch for Alan Ladd in his latest Paramount picture. Box 13, with the star of Paramount Pictures, Alan Ladd as Dan Holliday.
Box 13, care of Star Times. I'm a stranger in your city. I don't know a soul here, but I'm in trouble. At least I think I am. I can't go back home until I know what happened to me yesterday and the day before. It's hard to explain in a letter, but if you'll come to 14 East Central Street, I can...
But I do know. Believe me, I need help. And maybe you're the one. Jerry Fuller. He needed help, all right. At first, I didn't think he did. I went at the whole thing with my tongue in my cheek, but I put it back where it belonged. Fast.
And now, back to Box 13 and Dan Holliday's newest adventure, Flash of Light.
But I think it's silly, Mr. Holliday. Why can't he go back home? And what does he mean until he finds out what happened to him?
Just that he's lost 2 days out of his life.
Nobody can do that.
You know, you should go to the movies more often, Susie. Sometimes you get an Academy Award for losing a weekend.
Well, if you ask me, this Jerry Fuller sounds pretty silly. 2 days are hard to mislay. Besides, maybe he's just making a mountain out of a moleskin.
I was wondering when you'd finally kick one around. Now I can leave. For number 14 East Central Street and Mr. Jerry Fuller. East Central Street ran through the part of town where the kids played tiddlywinks with manhole covers. And number 14 was no Ritz, cheap, shabby rooming house to which paint was just all lang syne. Finding Jerry Fuller was no problem. The landlord pointed down the hallway, and 15 minutes later, Jerry Fuller finished telling me his story. Maybe I looked skeptical because...
You don't believe me, do you?
Oh, sure, I believe the part about the blackout, but...
But you believe I was drunk, is that it?
Well, you admitted having a few.
But not enough to knock me out for a couple of days.
Okay. I'll tell you, and you see how it sounds. You had 2 cocktails before dinner. After dinner, you wandered into the Red Swan and... Say, why did you pick the swankiest spot in town?
Well, just to tell the folks back home I'd been there.
Uh-huh. So you had another drink there. Maybe 2?
All right, 2.
3?
2, I said.
Okay, take 2. They're small. But were you alone at the Red Swan?
Well, maybe I talked to somebody, like people do at bars, but I was alone.
Remember to whom you talked?
No.
Remember anything at all?
Well, I don't know, but I kind of remember a flash of light. It sticks in my head.
Flash of light. I've got another flash for you. That was your second drink.
Look, I can't go back home until I know what happened.
Maybe you'd better tell me why not.
Well, all right, I guess maybe it's better if you do know.
So Jerry told me a story that had happened a million times before. A small-town kid in a big city. And a few drinks that were like dynamite to a kid who never had anything stronger than malted milks. And there was a girl he couldn't remember. And another girl back home. the girl he was supposed to marry. I listened and knew every word that was coming. I could have even added a few that he had left out. But when he finished...
And that's why I can't go to the police. If I did, they'd have to wire back home for...
Verification of your identity?
Well, that's it. And everybody back home would know, find out.
I know this is throwing cold water in your face, Jerry, but don't you think you'd better take your medicine? Chalk up the experience to experience.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Look, my wallet.
What about it?
Every cent I had, even my ticket back home, is gone.
You did a good job.
Listen, if you or anybody else can prove I was robbed, then I've got an explanation. I've got a reason.
Okay, I'll give it a whirl. But I think it's cut and dried before we get around to it. Now, the first thing to do is to get you out of this fire trap.
But where can I go?
My apartment. I'll lend you the money to get back home.
I won't go back home until I know what happened, how I got here, and why.
All right, Jerry. Leave it at that. Now, come on. Hey, wait, where's your baggage?
I checked it at the depot before I went to the Red Swan.
Oh, I'll pick it up for you. Now, come on, let's get out of here. Sure, I humored him. The poor kid was scared stiff, and like any frightened kid, was building up a big thing in his mind. But there was one thing that bothered me. The place Jerry said he had been in before he blanked out, the Red Swan. It wasn't a hangout for cheap crooks and nickel snatchers. It was ultra swank, and the odds were heavy against anyone taking him over the boards in there. Okay, maybe he went somewhere else afterward. We got to the front door, and I sent Jerry to the car to wait for me.
Hello.
Well, hello.
What's your name?
Dan, what's yours?
Kitty.
Okay, Kitty. Is your daddy in?
Uh-huh.
What's the matter? Who are you?
Remember me?
Yeah, you find the guy?
Yeah.
He was with a real pretty lady.
Shut up, Kitty. Go back in the kitchen.
All right.
She's a cute little kid.
So? That what you come to tell me?
I didn't come to tell you anything. I want to ask.
What?
Who brought Jerry Fuller here?
Dame?
Sure of that?
Yeah, sure, I'm sure. That all you want to know?
That all you can tell me?
What else?
Was he drunk?
Mister, I didn't ask him.
Who was the girl?
I didn't stop to get introduced. Look, she brings him here, says she's his wife, gives me a couple of days' rent, that's it.
Did she leave right away?
What do you want from me, a quiz game?
Did she leave right away?
I don't know. I showed him the room, I got my dough. I don't push questions, see?
She gave you 2 days' rent, huh?
So long, mister.
What'd you do up there, Mr. Holliday?
Got unpopular? Okay, Jerry, now we'll go to my apartment.
Yes, a lot. Thanks.
Now, we'd better see about shipping you back home.
Oh, but you said you were going to help.
I am, and the best way I do that is to ship you out of the big city. You come back in, say, 10 years.
You think I'm just a kid that got in bad, don't you?
Well, you were at a church social for 2 days, Jerry.
And I'm telling you, I was robbed.
So you were.
What can I tell the folks back home?
What you told me.
Oh, you don't understand, Mr. Holliday. Mr. Simmons,
Mr. Simmons? Who's he?
he's Millie's father.
Oh? And Millie, I take it, is the girl back home.
You're making fun of me.
No, I'm not, Jerry, not at all. But the best thing you can do is face the music. You won't be able to dance to it, but, well, it's the best way.
I don't know.
Now, you wait here. I'll run to the depot and get your baggage. Here, yeah. Got the check for it?
Yeah, it's the only thing they left me. I had it in the inside compartment of my wallet.
All right, Jerry. Now that we've got it figured, you'll feel better. I'll see you later. You'll feel better, I said. Huh. Everybody makes mistakes, but just how big can they get? I went to the depot, picked up the one valise Jerry had left there, and hurried back to my apartment. The automatic elevator was just coming down to ground level and... Oops. I'm sorry.
Yeah? How sorry?
I beg your pardon?
What for? Keep your eyes in front, pal, and you won't run into people.
Just a minute. You came out of that elevator a little too fast.
So? That's the way I always move. Objections?
I might have.
Like what?
You don't live in the building, do you?
Nah, I own it. So long, punk. I mean, so long, Holiday.
Holiday? I didn't know him, but he knew me, and he came from upstairs. Something told me that character had been in my apartment. got in the elevator, pressed the floor button. I never realized until then how slow those things can move. Then... Jerry! Jerry, what happened?
Nothing.
Look at me, Jerry. I said, look at me. Oh, no.
I'm all right.
Yeah, sure, you're all right. Like you ran into a meat chopper. Jerry, who was that man?
There wasn't anybody.
Now, listen to me. There was somebody here. He just left.
I tell you, there wasn't anybody. Give me my valise.
Come here now. Sit down.
Let me go.
Be quiet now. Be quiet now. Sit down. Now, why did he go for you?
Nobody did.
Sure. You poked your face in an electric fan to see the pretty blades go around. Come on, Jerry, talk.
I'm going back home.
Whoever that was saw us at the place I picked you up. Followed us, waited until I left, then came up here. What did he say? What do you want?
Nothing.
I cut it out. You wanted help? I'll give it now.
I don't want it. All I want to do is get out of here and go back home.
All right, Jerry. But you got to get cleaned up first.
Yeah.
Go in the bathroom, wash up. Got to change your shirts in this valise.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You're gonna let me go?
Why not? You won't talk. You won't let me help.
Oh, Mr. Holliday, believe me,
Are we going to say?
Nothing. I'll get cleaned up.
Okay, Jerry. Have it your way.
Sure, and thanks. Thanks anyway.
Towels in the back of the door.
Honest, Mr. Holliday, I appreciate what you've done, but I know now I just got to go back and do like you said.
Yeah, sure. Be a good little boy and wander back home.
I can finish cleaning up on the train.
Let me see your wallet.
What?
Oh, you got to have money. Count it as a loan. Send it back later.
Oh, sure. Here.
Ah. Now, suppose you answer a question.
Huh? Oh, what?
How do you explain this? Your railroad ticket. It's back.
Well, I guess I must have overlooked it before.
Stop lying.
I'm not.
Okay. Here. $10, your wallet, your valise. Now, there's the door.
You're mad, huh?
So long, Jerry.
Goodbye.
Police headquarters. Griffin speaking.
Lieutenant Kling, please.
Homicide, Kling.
Hello, Kling. This is Dan.
Well, my heart's desire. What are you...
We'll make with the jokes and funny patter some other time. Right now, I want to work fast.
Huh?
A man just left my apartment. He's on his way to the railroad station. Pick him up.
Are you nuts?
Here's what he looks like. 5'7", light brown hair. Wears horn-rimmed glasses. No hat, dark blue serge suit, carrying a suitcase with the initials JF on it, a foot high. Even some of your boys could spot it.
Now take a breath and listen to me. I can't order a guy picked up because you want to play games. You gotta have a charge.
Pick him up and I'll sign the complaint later. You'll find my wallet in his valise.
And now back to Flash of Light, another Box 13 adventure with Alan Ladd as Dan Holliday.
It was a nasty way to keep Jerry in town, but it was the only way to keep him and still tuck him away where he wouldn't be the target for the night. Kling and I asked him questions, but if he'd been scared before, he was twice as scared now. And the second scare was big enough to make him forget what he wanted to find out. Why he had been Mickeyed and packed off into that boarding house on East Central. But I was real curious about it, and because Kling had nothing to work on, I was on my own. I went back to East Central Street. I knew I wouldn't get anything out of the landlord, but I spotted little Kitty. And I remembered something she'd said, so I asked her.
Uh-huh. And there was a real pretty lady.
Well, did you hear her name, Kitty?
Uh-uh.
Do you remember if she left right away?
Uh-huh. She did.
In a car?
Oh, it was a taxi cab. Why?
I want to find her.
She had red hair and a real pretty fur coat.
Oh, well, that's nice. But when she got into the taxi, Kitty, were you near her?
Uh-huh. I like to look at her red hair and her pretty coat.
Now, think carefully, Kitty. Did you hear her say anything to the driver of that taxi?
Uh-huh.
What?
She told him where to go.
Where?
Where she told him.
Oh, I know, but where did she tell him? What did she say?
245.
245 what?
Well, that's the number of the street, I guess.
Did you hear the street?
Uh-huh.
What was it?
It wasn't a street. She said avenue.
All right, Kitty, that's fine so far. Now, what was the name of the avenue?
245.
That's the number of the avenue.
Uh-uh.
You just said it was.
Oh, no, I didn't. I said 245 Avenue.
What avenue?
245.
Look, Kitty,
I gotta go play now. Goodbye, Miss.
Kitty, wait, Well, that was that. Dead end. And I was 10 minutes and 2 miles away when it hit me. Kitty was right. The number was 245th Avenue. A half hour later, I was there. And it took $10 to bribe the clerk in the apartment house to give me the name of the real pretty lady with the red hair and pretty fur coat. And a couple of minutes later...
That you, Marty?
Yeah, Beth?
What's the idea of showing up this late? Hey,
And a hi, nani.
what's the idea?
Oh, pardon the intrusion.
You get out of here. Who are you, anyway?
I'm the man who makes the survey.
Survey. What survey?
Are you listening to your radio?
What do you want?
Answers. Have you got any?
You ain't a cop.
Expecting one?
Get out.
Sit down, Beth. I've got questions to ask about a kid named Jerry Fuller. Nobody could call you little poker face.
Meaning what?
Meaning that name was a direct hit.
You're crazy. Now you get out of here before I call a cop.
Okay. Alexander Graham Bell was a great man. He saved us a lot of steps and bother. Go on. Call the police.
Oh, you don't think I will, huh?
Maybe. But when they get here, they might ask questions about Jerry Fuller and why he was drugged, framed, and holed up on East Central.
I said you're crazy.
Oh, yes, I know you did. Well?
Listen, I don't know who you are or what you're doing here, but I'm going to give you a break. You don't look like a bad guy. Maybe a nut, but you can go and we'll forget this.
I don't want to forget it.
I'll take it from here, Beth.
Well, hello. If it isn't my elevator friend.
How did you get here, Holliday?
I drove. Why?
I thought maybe you crawled, because that might be the way you get out.
Marty, don't start nothing here,
Shut
please.
up. What did you do, leave a trail, dope?
No, I don't know how this guy got here.
What are you doing here, Holliday?
I want to know why that kid Jerry Fuller was framed the way he was.
Just curious, Holliday?
Maybe.
You don't know, huh? Okay. Okay, so you don't know. That's nice and healthy for you, Holliday. Because if you did know, well, you forced your way in here, and I have a perfect right to use this.
I could find out.
Maybe from your pal Fuller, huh?
Mm-hmm. Could be.
Okay, go ask him. But get out of here and don't come back again, or I might not be so nice about it. Come on, beat it.
I might be back.
I might be waiting.
Maybe you let me in on a secret, Holliday. Just where are you heading?
Kling, I want to talk to Jerry Fuller.
Fuller? You kidding? We let him out.
Out? I told you I'd show up and sign the complaint.
Sure, then Susie walks in and tells us you've decided not to sign a complaint. No charge.
Susie?
Yeah, Susie.
Let me use your phone.
Why not? You've used the whole police department. Why stop at a phone?
Hello?
Susie?
Oh, hello, Mr. Holliday. Where are you?
Never mind that. Did you go to the police and tell them to drop my charge against Jerry Fuller?
Well, yeah,
Why?
because you told me to.
I told you to. Susie, what's the matter with you?
But you did. That I should go to the police and tell them you didn't want to.
Oh, okay, Susie.
Did I do something wrong? Or right?
It doesn't matter now.
Well, didn't she?
Yeah, but it's not her fault. It looked like a legitimate message from me because she knew I got that letter from Jerry Fuller.
Oh, now I get it. Box 13 again. I'm not superstitious, but I'm going to be if I know you much longer.
Listen, somebody wanted Fuller out of here. Out of the way because that somebody is afraid of what Fuller knows. Now what?
How do I know? I just got off the bench to come in the game.
Kling, that kid's in danger. We've got to find him.
Maybe you better start from the beginning so I can at least look intelligent about it.
All right. Fuller sent a letter to Box 13. He wanted me to help him because he was afraid to go back home before he knew what had happened.
That's the story. But Fuller can't know anything because he said he was blanked out.
We've got to find him. There must be something he knows.
Okay, hold on. Sergeant, get a description of Jerry Fuller from the clerk. Left here about half hour ago. Put out a dragnet for him. Watch bus, railroad, plane terminals. Right away.
Good boy.
Now, one more thing. This Marty character you talked about. Short?
Yeah. He's stocky, little scar on his chin. Clothes were neat, but gaudy.
I thought so. Marty Kane.
Oh, you know him?
Every police department in the country knows him. Killer, hired by anyone who can pay his price.
Killer. Got anything on him?
No, Stooley's tipped us off he was in town. 2 days after he gets here, Billy Dupree was killed.
Dupree?
Yeah, he was going to be state's witness against Billy Farn. We thought nobody knew it. Oh, we gave Dupree protection, but not enough. Kane got to him.
And you lose the fraud case against Farn.
Yeah.
But if we can get Fuller back, you'll have a case against Kane and Farn.
If Fuller talks.
What do we do now?
If you got any fingernails left, start working on them while we wait.
We waited 2 hours, then 3 hours. Kling and I stared at each other, each of us afraid of, well, to say what he was thinking. That Jerry Fuller would be dead when they found him. There was one point against that, though. The fact that it must have been Marty Kane who went to Susie with that fake message from me. She could identify him. And if Fuller was killed...
Let me go. I tell you, let me go. I didn't do anything.
That's all, Sergeant. I'll take over. Come on in, Fuller.
What have you got me back here for? Mr. Holliday.
Look, Jerry, you're a very lucky boy you're not decorating the bottom of the river right now.
You're safe here, kid. Nobody can get at you here.
What do you want? I don't know anything.
Maybe you do.
I told you I don't. I was on my way home. Why
Jerry.
don't you let me?
Jerry, that night in the Red Swan. What did you see or hear that put Marty Kane after you?
I don't know any Marty Kane. I never even heard the name before.
He was the man who beat you up in my apartment.
I didn't know him. I never saw him before in my...
But you did. Why did you stop talking just then?
I don't know. Maybe I talked to him at the cocktail bar at the Red Swan. I don't know.
You talked to him at the Red Swan. Did he tell you anything about a man named Dupree?
Free? No, I tell you, it's all hazy.
Look, Dan, a guy like Kane wouldn't pay to anybody. Just doesn't make sense.
And why is Kane anxious to get Jerry out of town?
If this kid knew anything, Kane wouldn't let him live 10 seconds.
And what's the angle? Jerry, did you ever hear of a man named Billy Farn?
No, I didn't. And I don't know why Kane's after me. All I want to do is go home.
Wait a minute. Fuller, when did you get into town?
What about that, Kling?
Everything. Because Dupree was killed on the 5th. 5 days before this kid even got near this town.
That made it better than ever for people who like puzzles that don't fit together. But there had to be a reason for the whole thing, and because I believed that, I headed for the Red Swan. I went to the cocktail bar and looked around. I didn't know what I expected to find, but, well, maybe nothing. Then there was a flash of light. A flash of light. A flash bulb set off by a camera girl, one of those who take pictures in nightclubs. And that was it. 2 flashes of light, one from the bulb and another in my head when the idea hit me. It took me 10 minutes to find the man who owned the concession.
Yes, sir. We keep all negatives. They're numbered and dated.
Got the ones for the night of the 12th?
Sure, but I can't show them to you.
Oh, look. Check first with Lieutenant Kling, police. He'll tell you it's okay for me to look through those negatives and find the one I want. How big can you project this thing, Kling?
As big as you want. The lab made a positive from the neg you got. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Big enough?
Plenty. Jerry, recognize that picture?
Yeah. I had the girl take one of me at the bar for a souvenir to take back home.
But you haven't got that picture, though.
Well, no, I forgot all about it.
Jerry, at the bar, you were a little tipsy. You got talkative. You showed the picture to somebody. Was it Kane?
Well, I don't know. It could have been.
So what, Dan? What's this picture got to do with it?
Don't look at Jerry, Kling. Look at the figures in the background. Enlarge it a little more.
That what you want? Hey, that's Marty Kane.
Yeah, taking money from someone.
And that someone is Billy Farn's leg man.
Well, you got your case, Kling. Farn's leg man paying off Kane for killing Dupree.
Better look at it in the light, Dan. This picture shows Kane getting money. Okay, so what? A smart lawyer could make up a dozen reasons. Kane won it from Farn. He was getting change from the leg man.
But coupled with this business about Jerry Fuller, it would stand up in court.
Fuller hasn't been hurt. Kane was smart that way.
Yeah, Hey, listen. You want a case.
But how?
Let me have that negative and listen to your Uncle Dan for a few minutes. Good evening, Marty.
So, you did come back, huh?
Uh-huh. Want to talk to me?
Sure, come on in.
Oh, leaving town, Marty? I see you're all packed.
Maybe you better do the same.
I like it here.
You must. Now beat it.
Uh-uh. I thought you were smart, Marty.
What?
You got the picture from Jerry Fuller, but there's always the negative. You've got a much better poker face than your girlfriend. But you've added an eyelash.
Marty, who is it? Oh, you.
Sit down and stay out of the way, Beth.
Well, Marty?
So you got the negative, huh?
Maybe. You should have thought of it. But that's the trouble with you smart boys. You play ring around the rosy and get yourselves dizzy.
What's your angle?
Nothing. Oh, and before you pull that trigger, there are cops all around this place.
Marty.
Shut up. This guy's pulling a bluff.
So? Now, why don't you be smart this time, Marty, and go along quietly? The police could use your evidence.
Turned stooly, huh? Nothing doing.
Marty! Marty, come back!
You'll see him again, Beth. Let him run.
They'll kill him. They did. They killed him. They killed him.
Oh, no, Beth. Kling's too good a shot to kill his best witness.
But what about Jerry? Did he go back home?
That he did, Susie. And right now, he's probably a hero in his hometown.
Gee. And all because of a flash in the pan.
Huh?
I made a joke. Get it? Face, pan. Flash in the pan.
Oh, good night, Susie.
Next week, same time, through the courtesy of Paramount Pictures, Alan Ladd stars as Dan Holliday in Box 13. Box 13 is directed by Richard Sandville, with an original story by Russell Hughes. Original music is composed and conducted by Rudy Schrager. The part of Susie is played by Sylvia Pickard, and that of Lieutenant Kling by Edmund MacDonald. Production is supervised by Vern Karstensen. This is a Mayfair production from Hollywood. Watch for Alan Ladd in his latest Paramount picture.